Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Okay, well today I am just wanting to just put together some different journal cards and journal cards, journal tags, just put some things together. And what I did was I went through some of my smaller papers that were a little bit flimsy or didn't have, a backing. Like all of these are pretty flimsy. I might have a card stuck in here somewhere. These are a little bit thicker. Not super thick, but a little bit thicker. And then what I did was I just cut them down. I put some with a little tag slant. Some of them I rounded the corners. That one's not rounded very well. And I did various sizes too. I just wanted to just have a few various sizes. I better keep that out in case I goofed again. And, just different things. These are actually out of what is it called? Where you fold paper into different designs. What is that? Oh, good grief. Well, anyways, that's out of one of those books. It's very thin. This would be a good project for wrapping paper even. I have so much wrapping paper, you know that. And then what I did was I just got some, this is manila folder. And I cut the hinge off, and I saved it because it's fun to use to hinge something into a journal. So I saved that, put it over here in my other junk pile. And then I have black cardstock, and then I have craft cardstock, and you could just use whatever, anything. And then what I thought I would do is I'm going to sew these on, and I'll decorate them later. I think I messed up this thing the other day. Anyways, here's my thought. I'm going to use 3 different kinds of thread. So I'll do some in brown, some in red, and some in black. And I like to try to stay to just a few colors, so I'm not changing my thread in the machine too often, because that drives me nuts. And I'm going to have to thread a bobbin, which is another thing that drives me nuts. But all those little things that take away from you getting things done. But anyway, so what I'm doing now is I wanted to kind of decide which one is going on which one. And to me, it almost looks better if you do the brighter ones on the darker paper. Doesn't have to be that way, but so like, I don't know, something. We'll just audition, as the pros say, what looks good. I may have to stop and go get some more paper. That looks weird, but I kind of like it, but it looks a little weird. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to stop and get some more black. And I wouldn't mind having another one of these. That one I cut in half. So that one's going to go to black as well. All right, let me just grab... I'll pause you for just 1 second and go grab some black. Okay, I did grab some black, but let's get these down so they're out of the way. So I'm just going to put a line right down. That's another thing that's so great about this, is that you don't have to use a lot of glue. And I'm going to, what I'd like to do is make a little bit of a border, because I want to just cut, I want to leave it a little bit around it. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. In my head I think, oh, I'll trim it right up against it. I just know I will. So hope everybody's doing good. It's nice to have our new subscribers, and I'm always so thankful to have those that have been hanging around with us for quite a while. So thank you so much. Excuse the reach. I'm going to grab another black. I grabbed a couple of them. I like how this pink shows up on the on the black. Okay, let's get these two down on here. And of course, you know me, I'm probably gonna put some vintage photo on these. A little bit of extra glue. All right. And I have some other things, you know, we can put on there. I just thought, well, let's just get them down and maybe we don't decorate them just yet, you know. Okay, and I have the craft paper cardstock, and I cut a couple of these apart, and I thought that would look good on some craft. And I found this one in my stuff, in my stash, and I thought, oh, that's going to be really good in my nature journal. We have a couple of owls around here, and they we have, I don't even know why we have this. It's from the people that lived here before they had children, and there's a basketball goal out in the middle of the land. I mean, there's nothing cement around it or anything. It's just out there in the middle of the grass. See what I like best. Oh, I kind of like that. And so it just lands right up on top of there and sits up there, and it's huge, as they say, huge. Okay, that's done. Let's see if we can get some of these on here. I thought this one would look good on black with that red. I brought me a cup of coffee. I am so sleepy, and I need to get my second wind, because I have Bible study tonight and I'm leading it. Let's see if I can find a skinnier one. I did do some skinny ones. There we go. On the back of these, I could either use a white pen to write on, or what I might do is put some paper on the back, you know, just cut out or tear out something. Okay. Now let's see. I think that would go nice on black. I think I would like that on black. Maybe I'll put these on. Maybe I'll put these on craft and just see how that works. That. These I think I want over here. I don't think we're going to get these all done today, but I'm going to work at getting them done. I'll trade one out. Get one of those on there. Okay. Now let's put a few, let's get those down, and then we'll put a few on, we'll get these two down and a couple on the manila folder. It's weird when we live out here, you know, and there's really nothing out here. But sometimes I hear these sounds and I'm like, what in the world is that? I just heard a sound and I was like, what? I have no idea what it was. Okay. Let's do these manila. Now, if we can completely cover one of those up. Maybe do it like that. Or we leave it for the back and we do it with some, you know, torn paper that can go all the way to the edge if we want. Of course, we will have already sewn it, but I want to sew it around this part and not around the whole thing. So let's see, which one did I want to do? Let's do this one. Okay, and then one more black. Okay. Ooh, isn't it so pretty? That is that beautiful 6x6 paper pad that my daughter got me for Christmas. Love it. Okay, I'll save these. I'll save those. Put them over here in my junk pile here. Okay, and then, whoops, there's one too. And then we have this one. Okay. All right, now, the ones that I want to do in brown, I'm going to grab out. I'm going to do this one in brown because I have brown in my sewing machine. So I'm going to show you one, and then, oh, look, I forgot that one. Isn't that pretty? I'll get that in the next batch. I'm going to do the brown. I'll do one and show you what I'm talking about, and then I'll pause. I'll try to get through the rest of them really quick, and we'll come back. So, but I'm going to do one and show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get my machine over to where you can see it. It's been sitting on the floor, so it's a little dusty. Okay, hope it behaves. I think I'll start on the squirrel in case it doesn't behave, because I really want that owl. We have so many squirrels. Okay, I gotta take my glasses off to see. Is that getting in there? Guess that's good enough. I can't see. It's in a weird spot where I can't see with my glasses off. I can't see with them on. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this guy. So far it's behaving. I'm going to do this one real quick and show you. I'm just going to go around it. Maybe one more here. And also I could, if I cut them, if I glued them and then cut them and then sewed it, I could sew in some lace as well, you know, if you wanted to, which would be, you know, the best time to do that. But in this case, I may just glue some on. Okay. Set this back over here. Did I turn that light out? Nope. Okay. Let's set it back over here for a second. And let's cut this one out just so you kind of have an idea what I'm talking about. See if I can get it somewhat straight. Could always do it on your little cutter if you wanted to. Go on and off. Like to not cut those if possible. Okay. Now, I want to tell you, this is not my, this isn't something I just came up with. I mean, it's not like it's any, huge deal or anything, but I did see someone do this similar mass make. Well, actually, it wasn't a mass make. The person that I saw was showing her stash, and she had a bunch of these. I don't know who that was because it was on TikTok. I'm fairly new to TikTok. I'm not even sure how it works, to be honest. Some people have told me, oh, you need to be on TikTok. I don't know how to do it. I know it's something I probably could figure it out if I have somewhat figured out YouTube. But anyways, so I just searched for junk journal ideas, and this girl, amongst others that I was watching, how they are, they just one right after another. She was just going through her stash, and she had some cards that she had, a bunch of cards that she had already stitched around. And I thought, oh, we haven't stitched around cards in a while. And typically what I do is I cut it right up against it, but she had put it on and then left a border, and I thought that was sweet. So, okay, so there's one. Let's pause and I'll come right back. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Okay, so I cannot tell you how long this took. It took a while. I'm going to say at least 30 minutes. So just know that if you do a bunch at a time like that, and you want to get them all done at one time, it's going to take a little time. I'll put it that way. Let's see here. Huh. I thought I had my black soot. Oh, well, I'll save that one for later. So here we go. I just sewed around. Isn't that pretty? I love that. This one turned out really good. Now, here's another thing. If you're new to junk journaling or new to sewing on paper or whatever, whenever I have these curves, it's just never coming out perfect for me. So when I goof up, then I just make it look like I intended that. So then I go around and goof up all over the place, and you'll see that on several of them, like this one. As a matter of fact, this one even ran out of thread. And so I had to go back over, so you can see I just wiggled it the whole time. And, I can put some lace over that, or I can put an embellishment here or something, so I'm not worried about it. Here's one. I don't know if I like the top and the bottom that thick, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. I don't think I like it like that, but we'll see. I like how this one turned out. I think this would be pretty distressed. You can always save it for when you use these. If you put this in your stash, you can always distress it when you're ready to use it. But I think this one will look pretty distressed. I think I need to get a new sponge. I seem to be going through them pretty quickly. I think I'm pretty rough on them. And I will wait to distress the back to determine what I'm going to do in case I wrap something around it or something. Oh yeah, this is one that I'll tear out some paper and put over. Or maybe not. It's kind of neat. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, here's another one. I think I would like that a little narrower. I'm going to like it better. Just a smidgy off of this. Hold the tails back. I think I like that better. Okay, so on this one, let's see, I had made this one and I liked it, and I thought, oh, I missed kind of an opportunity because see, it's green and gold on black, and I thought I could have made it Christmassy. So I went ahead and did the other one in red. I don't know if you can tell. And then that one we can use for Christmas. So there's those two. I might even slim that one down a little bit too. I won't do that off on camera, but I like the way it looks here, slimmer. So I'll stick it there to do a little more trimming. This one's plain, but you know, we could put something on it. Let's see what this is. I have this hanging around over here. Look how pretty that would be. So that'll be nice to have that. This one I did in red and with a black background, and then I did it red with the manila background. Kind of changes it up, doesn't it? And then this one I did with a black background in red, the red thread. Oh, this one I goofed up. Look at that. I'm really not sure what happened, but something was going on with my bobbin and my tension or something. And with junk journaling, I just don't even care about that. I mean, it's not something I desire, but it does not bother me at all to have that. Now it's going to be loose, so I may go back around and put just a little bit of art glitter glue and let it dry around it just so that it stays intact, but it doesn't bother me. Okay, and so then here's the one in black. So red thread, black thread. It makes a little bit of a difference. Okay. Here is the purple one. This one is on manila with red thread. This one is on black with black thread, and it just really makes a difference, I think. I'm going to set this one out because I want to trim that border down a little bit more. Here's the squirrel. We already did that. I might chip the corners off. I think I'll do that real quick. I don't know. Sometimes it helps it go into the pocket even a little bit better. You could round it too. Have a teeny tiny rounder that sometimes I like to use on that. Okay. This turned out really nice. Okay, so then what I decided to do, instead of trying to do the rounds on the corner with my stitching, is just go straight. It turned out fine. I think that one turned out really cute. I love this one. This one might need a little sliver off the bottom to be even. Something wonky happened here. Can you see that? I don't know what happened, because these are cut the same. Well, I guess I don't know what happened. So I think something will go right here. Doily or something. I thought this one turned out really beautiful. Just elegant. So pretty. And then here's this one. This one I think I will round these corners. This one I did leave a little thick on the top here, and I think I will probably put something there, Brad or something there. Okay, yeah, so that turned out good. So maybe in the next video we'll decorate some. Get the lace and stuff out, and those that have some little oops, we can put some lace over it or doily or something. Well, thanks everybody for hanging with me and for getting those done. That's going to be nice, isn't it? Some of those are going to go on my nature journal. Some of them, like maybe even this one, I might say for Christmas. But for sure that one that I did, the green one, I'll say, oh, this one. No, that's not it. Where is it? I'll save it for Christmas. That one. Yeah, thanks again. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. So we'll see you in the next video, and we'll decorate some. Bye-bye.